Well, hello there, all you strange and interesting creatures of the internet. Welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 2018. And yes, we are in the Red Bull car. Oh my goodness, it's just like real life, isn't it? Yes, minus the fact of that annoying little twerp in the silver car who's got terrible fashion sense. Anyway, let's move on. As you can see in the vehicle performance comparison chart, Aston Martin, Red Bull Racing are in third place. And just look at the R&D. They've hardly done anything to the car. Look, they haven't even touched the chassis. They've said, no, it's good enough, mate. It's good enough. We don't need to do anything else. So there you go. And as you can see, they've done a few sort of developments on the durability, but apart from that, not a lot has been done to this car. So we're going to put a few more bits on the durability because we like to have our car fully capable and ready to go. And look at this. We have got brand new engines for the new season. Oh, I just love it when you see all those brand new engines that I'm going to completely wreck by about halfway during the season.
Welcome to Melbourne, where qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should be getting underway shortly.
So here we are at Australia, and yes, although it's been a very, very long time in real life, it will be returning later in the year. So let's see what fantastic time the Hookster can put into across the line. Sergio Perez currently has a pole position time with 1:23.341. We're going to cross the line now, and it's quarter of a second shy, but pretty decent overall. Anyway, a little bit later in qualifying, you can see, oh my goodness gracious, bloody good goal. I don't believe it. We're down at 15th place in a Red Bull car. We are slightly up on our Delta time though, so hopefully we should get a few positions up on this as we're about to cross the line. And yes, it's only 14th place, lads. It's only 14th position. As we accelerate forward now to the end of qualifying, you can see we've now dropped down once again to 15th place. We are sort of just over a quarter of a second up on our Delta, so hopefully we should get in the top 10. Oh, it's only 13th place, lads. It's only 13th. Anyway, that is it. The qualifying is now over. 13th position at the moment for the Hookster. Are we going to continue in 13th place, or are we going to drop down like we usually do? Just about to come around the final corner. Unfortunately, we are out of fuel, so we've got to crawl around to reach the finish line. Oh my goodness, almost got taken out by Stoffel Van Doon then. Wowzers me trousers. Anyway, we sort of crossed the line. Very, very slowly indeed. We've got yellow flags coming out now because we're going so slowly. But now we cross the line, and are we going to stay in 13th? Or are we going to move up the grid? Well, we're not going to move up, are we? We stay in 13th place. Fantastic. Okay then, let's do this.
New drivers, new cars, and a new Formula One season. But it's the same Albert Park that we've come to know and love for more than 2 decades now that hosts the first round of a 21 race championship, taking us from here in Melbourne, Australia, across the globe before we eventually reach the season finale at the Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi. Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Kimi Raikkonen completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Magnussen, Alonso, Daniel Ricciardo, and Ocon, Vettel, Hülkenberg, Bottas, and Roman Grosjean. Leclerc, Sainz, Murray and Perez, Ericsson, Hartley, Pierre Gasly and Lance Stroll, Sirotkin and Stoffel Van Dorn completes the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
So a new season begins for the next 10 weeks as we say go, go, go as the 5 lights go out on the All Seasons career mode, and it's away we go. As you can see, starting from 13th position on the grid, and it is raining. We're on the intermediate tyres already. The spray has gone up everywhere and we can't see where we're going as we go to turn 1. Oh my goodness, we've got a car to the right hand side. What the hell is that car doing? It's Sergio Perez, one of the racing boys. He's gone straight into the pack, almost plunged into all the cars there. We've managed to get through just about okay. We've got a Renault off to the left hand side. I think that's Nico Hülkenberg, but we've just managed to avoid all that. I don't know what the hell Sergio Perez was doing there, but we're going to see if we can. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's absolutely majestic. Absolutely majestic. The Hookster dives around the inside of all of them and gets up into 8th position. So we're in the middle of a racing point sandwich now between Esteban Ocon and Sergio Perez. Don't forget, of course, this was the car we were driving last season, the Racing Point stroke Force India. Wowzers be trousers. That was pretty dicey at the start, has to be said. Pretty dicey, but Hookster managed to hold on to it in, of course, the beautiful Red Bull car for this season 2 of the All Seasons on F1 2018. So, of course, as we're on the intermediate tyres, unfortunately we won't be making a pit stop because the tyres will easily last until the end of the Grand Prix. So we've got no chance to put any strategy into this race. We've just got to really gun it as much as we can, see if we can catch up to as many cars as we can in front of us, and maybe get a little bit higher into the World Championship points. Of course, anything can happen before the end. Maybe a safety car will come out. We don't know, but hopefully we will. And hopefully we will get higher up in the points than the current 8th position that we are in at the moment. This is still the first lap of the race, still chasing Esteban Ocon, as you can see. The sun is still dappling off to the left-hand side, you can just see there. So it looks like it may clear up before the end of the Grand Prix. We're just coming around the final corner now to start lap 2. And we are making a little bit, look at that sun, look at that sun. We are making a little bit of ground now on Esteban Ocon as Lewis Hamilton puts in our fastest lap. So he must be in the lead of this race at the moment as we go into lap 2 now. Still chasing Esteban Ocon. So we accelerate forward now. Still on lap 2, just about to start lap 3. Lewis Hamilton puts in the fastest lap, and unfortunately we still just can't make any ground on Ocon, and in fact he pulls away going down the straight. Look at that. But we will give it our all and see if we can catch up. Oh, making a little bit of ground now on Esteban Ocon. Yes, this could be the opportunity that Hookster needs to try and get past as we accelerate forward at lap 3. Does he go for a move on Ocon? Yes, he does. Wowzers, big trousers. Look at that. Beautiful move there from Hookster, and he gets up into 7th position. Next target is Sebastian Vettel. Oh my goodness, almost pins it there. Almost pins it. Wowzers. Well, that was close. Very, very close indeed. As we accelerate forward to lap 5, and now we've got Sebastian Vettel directly in front of us. He's going to do another dive on Vettel. Yes, he does. Straight down the inside. Sebastian Vettel jumps over the curb in a little bit, but he manages to get through. Wowzers. Absolute wowzers. Next target is now his teammate, of course, Daniel Ricciardo, the honey badger himself, who's currently in 5th place. As we accelerate forward down to lap 5. Lap 5, just going past the pits, as you can see. And we are still chasing Ricciardo, who's got a real battle on his hands with Fernando Alonso, and that gives us the opportunity to go around the outside of Daniel Ricciardo. Oh, but he's still there though, he's still there. Alonso is going very, very slow, of course, in the McLaren car. And that means that the Hookster's going to dive down the inside of Daniel Ricciardo this time. Does he get through? Does he get through? I think he does. Yes, up into 5th place now, past his teammate. There you can see another lovely clean move in the wet conditions from the Hookster, up into 5th position now, and now he's chasing Fernando Alonso as we accelerate forward at lap 7. We've got yellow flags out. There's a car slowing down ahead, I do believe. There's Alonso slowing down. It's Magnussen. It's Kevin Magnussen in 9th place. I think he's having some problems with his car there, but we managed to dive past both of them under yellow flags. Yes, well done, Codemasters. Yes, well done indeed. But anyway, we are up now to 3rd position. We are up onto our podium. This is fantastic news as Kevin Magnussen is now out of the race. And we're up into our podium position. Yes, 3rd position. As we accelerate forward out to lap 9. Lap 9, just going past the pits once again. The tyres are still holding out, as you can see. 37% wear on the rear left at the moment. That's easily going to get us to the end of the Grand Prix. They're going to be pretty worn at the end, but we will be okay. And we're still chasing Kimi Raikkonen, but the gap is pretty large, has to be said at the moment. Pretty large. As we accelerate forward to lap 11. Still in 3rd place. Just going past the pits to start lap 12. Daniel Ricciardo still behind us. Kimi Raikkonen is still ahead of us. And he's away and gone. In fact, he's halfway round the next Grand Prix in Bahrain. Yes, halfway round. And the gap is 21 seconds to Kimi. 21 seconds. But it looks like we are going to finish the race in 3rd position, and for our first race in Australia we're going to get up into our podium position. As you can see, it's now the last lap of the Grand Prix. Nothing has really happened in this race, and the tyres are at 58% on the rears, but that's going to be okay as Lewis Hamilton crosses the line and finishes the race. As I say, though, Daniel Ricciardo is looking very, very angry indeed off to the left hand side, trying to steal this 3rd place away from us. No, Daniel, no. Bad boy, get back in your basket. Unbelievable scenes. Anyway, just round the final corners we go now, and we are going to finish our first race in the All Seasons Season 2 on F1 2018 in 3rd position, up there in the podium. Yes, get in there, says the Hookster. Get in there as he crosses the line in 3rd position. There's the line right there. Wowzers.
Top job, my friend, top job.
Good stuff indeed. Points is what we needed, and points is what we got, and a podium, of course. And there he is, Toto Wolff, the Terminator. He looks younger every year. What are you doing to him, Codemasters? Just don't do it to his ego. It's big enough already. It's huge, in fact, his ego. Absolutely huge. That's what Susie Wolff says anyway. There's the team mechanics, that Mercedes. That's a lawsuit. And there's Nico Hulkenberg in 9th position in, of course, the Renault car. Well done. So up onto the podium now. There they are. And there's the Hookster. Look at him, so sprightly. 39 years old and he's still getting podiums. He's going to be just like Lulu, you know. He's just going to keep going on and on and on and on. Yes, as the champagne sprays over every... Go on, get that cameraman. Get that cameraman. Well done. Well done. 20 grand's worth of camera up the Swansea. Up the Swansea. Who cares? Who bloody... It's only money. It's only money, everyone. Yes. There's the Hookster. So, after the first round, it's pretty academic, of course, but we are in third place. 10 points behind Lewis Hamilton, Kimi Raikkonen in second place. Daniel Ricciardo, a teammate, in fourth position. 13 points behind. Fantastic. Okay then, it's time to move on to the next Grand Prix. Now, of course, this is going to be at Bahrain. Yes, underneath the floodlights at Bahrain for the next Grand Prix. But before we go out and do that, it's time to go in one of those gorgeous classic cars from yesteryear. And this time, it's the 2010 Red Bull RB6. I hope I've got that right, otherwise I'm going to get crucified in the comments again. Crucified. No, you idiot. That wasn't the right car. And unfortunately, no classic cars for F1 2021. No classic cars. Yes, join me in a moment of mourning and silence for the good old classic cars, everyone, of F1 2020.
The cars are ready, the drivers are ready. We hope you're ready as qualifying is about to begin here in Bahrain.
So that's the first consequence of the EA effect. They get rid of everything that's old. Anyway, this is qualifying now at Bahrain. As you can see, Hulkenberg's currently got a pole time of 1:28. We cross the line just over a quarter of a second behind. As we accelerate forward now, it's a little bit later to qualify. You can see we're down to 11th place, but we are slightly up on our Delta time. So hopefully we may be able to get into the top 10 with this. Fernando Alonso currently has that 10th position in the McLaren car. So let's see if we can. Oh, in fact, we've actually gained a little bit of time on the Delta there. So hopefully we can get into the top 10. Can we as we cross the line? We're about to find out. Oh, yes, we do. 6th position. Wowzers, me trousers. Fantastic. Anyway, a little bit later to qualify, you can see, in fact, there's only 18 seconds of qualifying left in 6th position at the moment. And once again, we are up on our Delta time. Oh, as I say that, we lost a bit of time there. But anyway, we may be able to get a top 5 out of this. Let's have a look as we're about to cross the line. Are we going to get into the top 5? And the answer to that is no. It's still 6th place. Yes, so that's it. Qualifying is now over. So are we going to hang on once again to 6th place? Or are we going to drop down to about 20th? Yes, about 20th, which is usually what happens. And the answer to that is going to be... No, we stay in 6th position. Fantastic. Okay then, let's do this.
The curtain rises once more then on the desert stage of Sakir as the players take their places for the opening act. Will they enthrall us like they did in 2014 with that titanic battle between Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton? Well, we'll find out shortly as we get underway here in Bahrain. Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. And P2 goes to Daniel Ricciardo. A strong showing from the Australian. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Raikkonen, Murray and Grosjean, Ocon, Alonso, Hulkenberg and Valtteri Bottas, Leclerc, Magnussen, Pierre Gasly and Sainz, Ericsson, Hartley, Stoffel Van Dorn and Lance Stroll, Perez. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty, and Sergei Sirotkin rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, so it's time once more for the 5 lights to go out on the season's career mode, and we say go, 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 and it's way he goes. Wow, great start off the line for the Hookster, but Kimi Raikkonen gets an absolutely lightning start, and we've got a car off to the right side. It's Roman Grosjean. What is the Hookster going to do here? What is he going to... Oh no, he's going to dive. He's going to dive. I'm going to shut my eyes. No, Hookster, no. Oh my God, did he get through? Did he get through? Well, he did get through, but unfortunately so did Kimi Raikkonen. We're going to warn him for collision with Daniel Ricciardo, but we managed to get through. Now, of course, this is not going to be able to be possible in F1 2021 because you've now got side pod damage, which is going to slow down your car. So the Hookster is going to have to adapt to 2021 and not do any of these dive bomb maneuvers. But the moment he gets through up to second place, he's ahead of Lewis Hamilton, the blessed one himself, behind Kimi Raikkonen, who's in the Ferrari car. Fantastic, fantastic indeed. As you can see, Lewis Hamilton is right up our Keys Nadels, but we're still holding on to second position. Kimi Raikkonen still out there in front. Fantastic performance in the Ferrari. He goes very, very wide there to Hookster. Very, very wide indeed. That gives Lewis Hamilton the opportunity, I think, to sneak round the outside. Yes, he's trying to get the move on Hookster, but I think we're going to have the tighter inside line and manage to hold on to this second place. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. I don't think there's actually any contact there either, and Hookster manages to hold on to this second position. Still on the first lap, of course, underneath the beautiful floodlights at the Bahrain circuit out in the desert. Yes, the desert. It's very, very dusty indeed, and you get lots of sand in all your crevices. Yes, and that's not what you want. You don't want sand in all your crevices, I'll tell you. Nasty. Very, very nasty indeed. Anyway, the end of lap 1 now. Going to lap 2, still holding the second place for Hookster. And Kimi Raikkonen puts in, of course, the fastest lap of this Grand Prix. As we accelerate forward out lap 2, and Hamilton's right up. Keisha Dell's now trying to get past. He's going to go down the inside, of course. He did manage to get some DRS, but in fact his flap is not open. No, his flap is not open, but we are going to very, very late braking down the inside. Look at that. Beautiful move there from Hookster. Beautiful move. And he hangs on to this second position on lap 3 of this Grand Prix. As we accelerate forward now, still on lap 3, still in second place for Hookster. As you can see, Lewis Hamilton is still right up Keith Nadel's trying to get past. Raikkonen's got a huge lead now, and here comes Lulu. Here comes the blessed one himself. Dives down the inside of us, as you can see. But once again, I think we're going to have the measure of him, because we are going to go now around the outside of Lewis Hamilton. He actually had to brake there because he got caught on the curbing, so that gave us the opportunity to hold on to this second position on lap 4 of this Grand Prix. Fantastic. As we accelerate forward now, still on lap 4, and it's time for us to make our pit stop now. So we pit from third position. Hamilton's already gone past us, so he hasn't come in for his pit stop yet. And there's the lads now changes onto the harder tyre, the yellow sidewall tyre. Thank you, lads. Great stop there. 2.098 seconds. And we're going to rejoin in 7th. No, we're not. There's lots of cars going. Oh my goodness. In fact, there's a huge amount of cars gone past us. Look at this. We're down to 18th position. No, 19th place now behind Kevin Magnussen. Oh my goodness. So we've got to do what we can to try and get past all these cars. Magnussen is fighting with Sergei Sorokin, who's in the Williams car. As we accelerate forward to lap 5, we've managed to catch up to Magnussen. He's going to do a dive down the inside of Magnussen. Yes, he does. Oh, another beautiful move there from Hookster. Up into 19th place, though. Next target is now Sergei Sorokin in that Williams. As we accelerate forward now, still on lap 5, and he goes for a move on Sergei. Does he get through? Yes. This is great driving from Hookster. Absolutely great. I think it's because he's in a Red Bull. He's just basically giving it his all. As we now chase after Lance Stroll, of course, our next target in the sister Williams car. As we're about to go past the start and finish line. We've got cars coming into the pits though, as you can see off to the right hand side. Lots of cars have come in, so we're going to gain some positions now, up into 14th, 13th place now. What about Lance Stroll? And now cars rejoin as a Ferrari. Is that Kimi Raikkonen? I think yes, it is Raikkonen. As we dive down the inside of Lance Stroll, we managed to get past, and in front of us now we've got Brendan Hartley. So gay, so bloody gay. Let's see if we can get past Brendan Hartley as we accelerate forward at lap 6. And yes, another dive bomb down the inside. Oh, and Raikkonen. Oh, he does the move on Raikkonen. Almost bins it, but wowzers, me trousers. He gets past Kimi Raikkonen as well, up into 8th position now. We're in the middle of a Ferrari sandwich as we accelerate forward now to lap 6. And look at this, it's like synchronised swimming. 3 cars there go into the pits together, and we get up into 5th position. But as I say that, a car darts past us. It's Kimi Raikkonen once again, but we are going to brake really, really hard into this corner, try and get it around and get the place back. Yes, we do. So we're up now into oh my goodness, it's 2nd position, and in the lead at the moment is Marcus Ericsson. But Marcus Ericsson is currently in the lead of this race on lap 7. But of course he hasn't come in for his pit stop. And now he does come in for his pit stop, which means that we go up into the lead. Wowzers. Those pit stops work beautifully for Hookster there. And he's gone up into the lead of this race on lap 8. As we accelerate forward out to lap 9, just going past the pits once again. And you can see that we've now got Hamilton behind us. Kimi Raikkonen in 3rd position. The gap though is almost 3/4 of a second as Valtteri Bottas puts in the fastest lap. As we accelerate forward at lap 11, and yes indeedy, Mr. McGreedy, Lewis Hamilton has managed to catch us, but we think we're going to see or just go around the outside. Don't make any contact with Lulu, of course, otherwise we could be in trouble with the stewards. And we hold on to 1st place as we accelerate forward at lap 12. Once again, Lewis Hamilton goes for the move down the inside. We're going to see if we can go around the outside and hold on to this 1st place, do we? Yes, we bloody well do. Wowzers. to accelerate forward down to the last lap of the race. It's lap 14. This is the last opportunity for Hamilton to try and get past us. Bottas has now gone up into third position, so Kimi Raikkonen has dropped back. And oh no, Hamilton's got past us under DRS, but I think we're going to be okay. Oh, contact, really heavy contact there with Lewis Hamilton. He's still holding on in second place though, but yes, I think we would have had some damage if this was F1 2021, but unfortunately it's F1 2018, so we're fine, absolutely fine. Wowzers. So I think we are going to win this race. Tyres are looking good, so we're about to come around the final corner in the Red Bull at Bahrain for the F1 2018 Season 2 career, and we are going to win this race. Yes, we are going to win. This is going to be fantastic for our championship campaign, and yes, we did it. The fireworks go up over everyone, and we have won the race. Oh my god. And there's... Oh my goodness, what's happened to his hair? What have you done to his hair, Co-Masters? That's not right, is it? I'm sure he doesn't look like that. Wowzers. Anyway, there he is. There's the race winner. It is the Hookster in the Red Bull. Oh my god. And there's X-Manny G. X-Manny G. Yes. And Araver as well as our team mechanics. That's where they should be. Servicing Dave. No, that didn't sound right at all, did it? Anyway, let's get onto the podium before we get another lawsuit. And there he is on the top step. Yes, he says, I did it, lads. I did it. Up there on the top step. Takes his trophy as well. Gives it a little kissy. Little kissy. Now it's time for the champagne. Go on, get it over, everyone. Fantastic. Fantastic indeed. There's little Lulu. Yes, he's just signed for 2 more years. That's great. I'm well happy about that. So after 2 rounds, then you can see we're currently 3 points now behind Lewis Hamilton. Kimi Raikkonen in third place, 13 points behind. Oh my god. Well, I'd just like to say thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always. And as always, there will of course be more later.